Trump won. It's too late to stop that. He will be taking office in 11 days from today. It's currently the 9th. He'll take office on the 20th. There's nothing we can do that'll stop that. Even if he had a video of him literally murdering a child was posted online and was irrefutably real, and he was charged with it, nothing is stopping him from becoming president. He would still be president even if it's from a jail cell or from house arrest or whatever they choose to slap him on the wrist with for such a crime. Remember, he was totally right back in 2016 when he said he could go out into Times Square in Manhattan and shoot someone in front of everyone and he wouldn't lose a single vote. He said that. He bragged about that back in 2016, about having a cult. And it's totally true. He was 100% right. He knew his followers. He knew his base. Well, Donald Trump's not totally out of the hot water yet. He may be guaranteed the presidency, and he may be guaranteed to take office in 11 days, but he's still in legal trouble. And there's a chance he might take office under house arrest. The sentencing is tomorrow morning, according to The Lancer. That is hype. We are definitely covering that on tomorrow's stream, whatever the outcome of that is. There is a chance that Donald Trump is found guilty. He could be sentenced. This is the hush money case in New York. Donald Trump appealed to the state Supreme Court to block the case, and they rejected it. He is now due for sentencing tomorrow. He may just get let off scot-free, because the court might just decide who cares. But they might decide to actually give him a punishment that sticks while he is in office. Nothing crazy, nothing game-changing is going to happen from this, but something very, very funny is possible. Imagine a world, one that is very possible right now, depending on what happens tomorrow morning, where Donald Trump has to do his inauguration speech inside his home while wearing an ankle monitor, not allowed to leave. He doesn't get to do it out on those steps in front of the big crowd. He has to do it inside from a live stream. That is possible. That could literally happen. This is the hope. This is what I'm hoping for, guys. New York's highest court, the state Supreme Court, has blocked Trump's hush money case sentencing, meaning that they have blocked Trump's attempt to stop the case.
New York's highest court just declined to block Trump's sentencing in his hush money case. Now, remember, a jury found him guilty of 34 felony counts for falsifying business records.
This was the, so this isn't just the fact that he gave money to Stormy Daniels. I believe it was Stormy Daniels, right? To quiet her up about their affair. But he also falsified business documents to cover up the funds that he gave to her. And it's specifically the falsification of those business documents that is a crime that he just objectively did, and the evidence is out there. It's like a very, getting Al Capone kind of thing, you know? It's oh, they fucked up on a technicality, and that's what we got him for kind of thing, you know? It wasn't the actual, giving someone hush money isn't illegal as far as I know. It was what he did to cover up that he paid out said hush money that was a crime.
Last summer. Now, this move comes after the president-elect's team filed an emergency petition asking the New York Appeals Court and the Supreme Court to step in. Trump's sentencing is set to take place as early as tomorrow, and we're still waiting to see how the Supreme Court will weigh in on all of this.
So it's as early as tomorrow. It's not guaranteed going to happen tomorrow. Part of the cover-up includes perjury. Yeah, he committed perjury in order to hide that he gave hush money to Stormy Daniels on business documents in such a way where it is a crime.
Let's bring in CBS News political reporter Olivia Rinaldi, following it all from West Palm Beach, Florida, very close to Mar-a-Lago. Olivia, any response from the Trump team today?
Well, Liz, they see this fight as still not over. As you mentioned, they asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on this sentencing.
Won't he be able to pardon himself? He can, but not until he's inaugurated. He's not president until he's inaugurated. And so he can't pardon himself until after the inauguration.
That is set to take place tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Time is really dwindling for them to act on.
It's a state charge, right? No, but he can still pardon a state charge, right? It's a state case, not federal? Oh, shit. That's a gap in my knowledge. You guys are educating me on this. I had no clue that state charges can't be pardoned by the president, only federal, but it makes sense. There has to be some level of balance there. I thought the president's power there was borderline unilateral when it came to pardons. I'm glad to know that. Thank you, guys. I had no clue. I genuinely did not know that. I learned that from you guys in chat just now.
So, as you mentioned, the highest court in New York said that they declined to delay this proceeding. Now, Trump has tried a lot of avenues to delay this sentencing for tomorrow. This is all related to that New York hush money trial case where he was found guilty on 34 felony counts. And time is really ticking. We just have 11 days until he is set to take office. The New York court the judge in New York, looking to get this sentencing in this case really wrapped up before then. So it's really just a race against time. But as you mentioned, Supreme Court
I saw that. Hold on.
Before then. So it's
look at this main character getting in the shot.
Really just a race against time. But as you mentioned,
I don't know why, but I respect that woman so much. There's just something about her like fucking crouching along the ground there that it gave me life. It was very funny.
Supreme Court could be taking this up. We're waiting to hear any news from them, but they have also asked the prosecutors in this case to submit a filing to the Supreme Court arguing why they should take this up, why they should delay this, if at all. So a lot of eyes watching this entire...
You're not wrong. She was trying to get a close-up view of the famous Trumpy Dumpy. Yeah, that's a good point. Good one, Neon Bottom Wolf.
Case, as this could be a monumental decision happening tomorrow.
And Olivia, President-elect Donald Trump, as we saw, attended the state funeral of former President Jimmy Carter today. Mike Pence was also there, his former vice president, and it was the first time these two men have been in the same room since 2021 and the fallout after January the 6th. Was there any kind of interaction there that you know of?
Yeah, I was watching this very, very closely today. It was the first time these two men have been together since 2021. We know what happened on January 6th and the ultimate split between the two of them. But they did have an interaction today. Trump shook former Vice President Mike Pence's hand. They had a brief conversation. He also shook Melania's hand as well. But what was notable was that Karen Pence...
What do you think Trump said to Obama that made Obama laugh? Because it might have been Obama just fake laughing to be like cordial. He is a politician who's been doing this a long time. He's probably pretty good at pretending like he's not talking to someone he hates. And we know what Biden has said about Trump behind the scenes. Who like Biden refers to Trump behind the scenes according to like people who've leaked it. Biden's nickname for Trump is that sick fuck. Obama laughed at him and not with him. Yeah. I'm just curious, like, because we know that Obama and particularly Biden actually despise Trump. And so on camera, it might look like they're getting along and they're being, like, pretty cordial, but that's the Democrat, like, brand. The Democrat brand is being able to, like, sit and have a cocktail party with these literal demons and take the high road. And I don't like it, but that is literally what they do better than anyone else. So I know Biden despises Trump. I don't think Obama's getting along with him as well as the video would suggest. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my sort of what I take from the situation, what I've seen.
And the former Second Lady of the United States, wife to former Vice President Mike Pence, did not stand up, did not acknowledge the Trumps during that initial interaction. Of course, it was just a hodgepodge of former presidents.
Okay, there is one thing that Trump might have said to Obama that would have genuinely made him laugh. And I think we can all agree. if Trump, just after like moments of just sitting there, no interaction between the two of them, Trump just leaned over and whispered into Obama's ear, "Sorry about the Kenya thing," and then went back to sitting and leaning forward and staring forward. That might have been what he said that made Obama laugh. Just sorry about the Kenya thing. If I was Obama, that would make me laugh like he did. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been what he said.
Sitting there today, former vice presidents as well. You can almost cut the tension with a knife. I would love to have been a fly on the wall for any of those conversations happening between those leaders there. But quite a notable interaction there that I was following closely.
Yeah, there was a number of pictures there that could probably tell you 1,000 words for that. I want to switch gears now to the tragedy of the devastating wildfires in Southern California.
No! We already covered that, God damn it. We already covered it. The people who are tragically losing their homes in California have already had their segment, goddammit. Those greedy and natural disaster victims. No, I do recommend you check out that segment if you haven't already when this goes out as its own thing, because we did a bit of a deep dive into that segment. It was the longest of the stream so far. We talked about the damage. I was able to show some footage that I don't think most of the news has even gotten access to, such as that one airplane view of the like what seems to be like Long Beach area on fire last night. Looks like hell. Looks like hell on earth. Literally looks like hell on earth. Main point, or getting back to the main point of all this, though, there is a chance that in Trump's sentencing, they're not going to send him to prison. They're not going to put him in jail. We're not going to see him behind bars. But he might get house arrest. House arrest has been a very commonly suggested possibility. And the idea that Trump would be under house arrest while doing the inauguration, that is a real possibility that could happen. Dude, this is where it's at, guys. This is where it's at. True, Ralph. Anyway, with all that said, let's hope that Donald Trump ends up being forced to do the funniest thing ever, which is taking the inauguration for president on a live stream with an ankle monitor on. If it doesn't happen, I will literally cry myself to sleep tomorrow. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. If you found it entertaining, educational, or enjoyable, then please consider leaving a like and a comment. Every thumbs up and comment goes a long way to support my channel and the algorithm, whether you're watching live or when this goes up as its own video after the fact. And of course, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon if you haven't already, so that YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload new videos, because if you don't, they won't. And if you want to see more from me on other platforms, be sure to follow my social medias, all linked down below in the description, including my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, fan Discord, and especially my Blue Sky. Finally, though, if you want to do a bit of direct support, you can afford it and you feel like it, and you want to help me keep the lights on and a roof above my head here at the Xander Hall studio, then consider donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or support me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Patreon, or buy some Xander Hall merch through the Streamlabs link down below if you want to support me directly. But regardless of how you support me, thank you so much for watching, as always, and I hope to see you again. But regardless, have a good one.